Hey everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to Good Mom.
Bad Mama.
Yeah, look at Jessica's hair. Where she think she goes? It is.
To bed.
It's 9:52 p.m.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Definitely not going nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere. She probably is. Anyway, cute pajama pants.
Thanks.
I was going to wear pajama pants, but then I didn't want you
you
to be like, what are you doing? Wearing pajama pants.
Oh no, I was like, F it. I don't care. It's late. And
Good.
yeah.
So now I know for next time I can wear pajama pants. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't look as hot as her, but whatever.
Shut up.
Whatever. Y'all, she did her makeup.
But yeah.
You look so cute.
You said. Do you remember what you said?
I know what I said. And you know what?
Mhm.
I said, doing these podcasts, doing the video gives me a reason to put makeup on.
Yes.
And I don't typically like wearing makeup. But today, I did not. I was going to leave my mascara on that I put on at 9 a.m. And then I was like, Kissy, wash your face. Just let it go. But I did put a little lip gloss on.
But I feel like you're like natural beauty. There's no way I would walk out the house without mascara.
There's like 3 pimples.
I just wouldn't. I have really small eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Jessica's natural beauty. Anyway, did you guys see her mug?
Yeah.
Look at this. You can find some merch at a store near you. No, you can't.
AKA Kissy's room.
I make the merch in the playroom / craft room / storage room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where
/studio. No.
Slasher studio. Did literally made these about 5 minutes before Jessica pulled in the driveway because my procrastination self had these mugs all week and waited till 5 minutes ago to make them, but that's okay.
Hey,
because they're here.
They're here. That's
They're
all that
live.
matters.
Look at them.
And they're real. They do their job.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we're in like the Late Show or the Tonight Show with Kiss and Jess.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Anyway, how's your week?
I think there are gonna be sometimes I might need some alcohol in there.
Provide your. There's a BYOB. Bring your own boo.
Nice.
No, I mean, I'll put apple juice in there.
Ew.
That is so delicious.
Hate apple juice.
Really? I love apple juice so much. It is what I drink with both pregnancies. I needed a bottle of apple juice in that fridge cold every day.
Does it make you poopy?
No, I think it made me constipated. I was like very constipated during my pregnancy.
So apple juice just runs right through me.
Not me.
But it's also gross, so I don't.
Whatever.
She
really had a horrible childhood. What'd you drink?
Kool-Aid.
I knew it. She had a horrible childhood. Whatever. Come at me, please. Please do.
No, Kool-Aid is delicious.
Kool-Aid is like dye. That's it. It's just like dye.
And sugar water, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. And guess what? I used to drink it with my own children. I passed down. I continue that tradition, but now I'm like, yo, that's way too much sugar.
It is so much sugar. It would like hurt my teeth if I tried to drink it. Yeah. But that's me personally because I just have a sugar problem. I'm not diabetic. God, please.
Yeah.
I intake too much sugar.
You have
but
I've
gotten better.
Big sugar tooth.
Yes, I do.
I was like, that didn't sound right.
Sugar tooth.
Sugar.
What is it called? Yeah, sugar craving.
Sweet tooth.
Sweet tooth. Oh!
I'm like, that didn't sound right. Why?
Yeah, I got a sugar tooth. Let me tell you this right here.
You.
That's almost as bad as my permy Sam.
Your permy Sam.
Sammy perm.
Oh my gosh. Sugar tooth. Okay. All right.
So how was your week?
Here we go. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready. This is not really this week, but I'm getting ready to go to Texas to move Kaylee into her apartment in San Antonio. So
literally
excited for that, for sure.
Yeah. You excited to get rid of your child?
Yes, she's so fucking messy.
Kaylee, we love you.
I love you, but oh my God.
Is it more now that she like doesn't live at home, you think? Or do you think it's like she's always been like messy. That and you just...
She's always been messy. But I think also I'm at the point now where I'm like, nobody puts dishes in the sink. You wash your shit. The minute you use it, because we don't have a dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you don't place anything down there. Just wash it when you get done.
Mm-hmm. She don't care.
Nope. Yeah, I'll go in there and be like, yo, There's all these dishes in there. She's like, Mom, I'm gonna do it. Okay. The next day, still there. And
Oh
I'm like, oh,
no.
look what's in the sink still. She's like, oh my God, Mom. And I was like, well, if you would just stop doing that, I wouldn't have to say anything to you.
Wait, is she moving in with roommates? With a
No,
roommate by herself?
by herself.
I'm kind of scared for her.
I know. She's really scared to live alone.
I mean, but this is kind of what she wanted.
Well,
But it's also good for her.
she wanted a roommate, but like she
Mhm.
does struggle with anxiety. So that's kind of a thing that she's going to have to deal with. But she is thinking about getting a rescue animal. And then, oh, it's funny because what we're about to talk about today, this ties into it. She's like, oh, could we just, get a rescue dog like before we leave? And I'm like, bitch, you don't even have a job. She doesn't have a job to pay her rent. And I said, and you want to get a rescue dog? You can't even afford to feed yourself, let alone another animal. I was like, Kaylee, get your priorities straight, get your shit together. Once you have everything settled and you can comfortably pay for your rent every month, because I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
You budget well because you got to buy groceries and you have to have renter's insurance. Adulting is so fun. And she's like, whatever. Okay,
Just call
fine.
Dad.
No.
Just kidding. I don't know.
I mean, she could, but
another topic
he
for
tries.
another day.
No, I mean, he tries his best, but unfortunately, she was not blessed with rich parents. So
She said, listen, I don't think many of us weren't.
I know. That was a really long tangent.
That's okay.
What about you?
You have to let it out, girl. My eye has started twitching again, which
Tell everyone what's wrong with you.
Woo. So, I sat outside yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Man, it's twitching now. I sat outside for like 4 hours. It was really nice. I'm lying. It was 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was really nice. Just like journaling, praying and stuff. And I wrote down like everything that's stressing me out right now. It wasn't like a crazy list. It was 4 major things that are really stressing me out. 2.5 of them I can handle.
Okay.
I can like deal with right now.
Right.
But procrastination is real.
Yeah.
And imposter syndrome is even realer.
Mm.
So I just like go back to suppressing it and watching TV or just like relaxing because I am on summer break.
So you wrote it down
So
and
I
then
wrote
said,
it down.
fuck it.
No, you're so funny. No, I didn't. I wrote it down. I like prayed on it. I thought I thought about what steps do I need to take to take care of them. And I'm like, okay, well, I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of me getting up and actually doing it. And one of those things is decluttering, not organizing. Like my home is organized.
Yes.
Everything has a place.
Very.
You don't see a mess unless like my children are playing, which is normal, right? They live in this house. This is their house. It needs to look like a lived-in home. It's saying HGTV. But I pride myself in being aesthetically pleasing and I'm very, what's the word I want to use?
Feng shui.
Girl, no. I noticed, like I've read so many blogs and so many books and so many just articles on minimalism and how clutter, even though you're not dealing with it, it's in your peripheral. And when it's in peripheral, your eyes are seeing it and that taps into your brain and it's, in your subconscious, you're thinking about it. So my upstairs and my main floor are clutter free.
Yeah.
Everything has a place, but my basement is a hoarder's nest because we don't have a shed and we don't have a garage. And it was like a clean slate. There's no storage, shelving, nothing. Right. Except for like what I've built and put down there. So that has been stressing me out because last summer, I was like, my girls they were in daycare. So I got out of school and we were still paying for daycare. So I was like, I'm going to take a week and just declutter this basement. And sure enough, one of them got really sick, and I ended up having to take my like week off to care for
Yeah.
her. So summer started early,
Yeah.
and I just didn't do it because I just didn't do it. This summer, same thing. I'm like, okay, I just need to take 2 days and really declutter this basement out. But I'm like, I'm relaxing. And I have relaxed so much this summer. Like
Yeah.
it's been so calming. I've worked out more than I had all school year. We've gone on mini trips, we go on day trips, we've gone on state trips,
Yeah.
and we're planning another mini trip before summer ends.
So maybe it's not really something that you should be stressing about.
No, but it is because my laundry is down there and I see it and I see all the things that I can donate, all the things that I could sell if I had a garage. So like everything could be like sold and I just need to put up these shelving units that I've bought months ago to organize the stuff that's on the floor that we are keeping.
Got it.
So that is like one, like honestly the main thing that's bothering me. And I considered having a garage sale, but
Pick a day.
at 36 years of age, I've never had a garage sale. Not even like
I had a garage sale before I moved here because we had
Mhm.
to get rid of shit we were moving. I
Do
don't
you
know.
recommend it?
I don't know. Garage
It's like
sales are
stress. I
weird.
know they are.
Yeah.
I also just don't want people like pulling up to my house.
Exactly.
Like with Facebook Marketplace is a little bit different because you can kind of vet the people you're selling to. Like you go on their profile, you kind of see who might be a weirdo or not. And if I'm selling to men, I send my husband out. I never go on my own.
I think you should though.
Garage sale?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
So
I made like $500.
Well, that's the thing. Like off selling things off Facebook, I can make $500. It's just a matter of waiting. I just don't want to do it. Honestly, I'm being very honest. I just don't feel comfortable with just like opening my home like that. Even though it's not in my home,
Yeah.
just having a bunch of random people driving by and like picking up stuff. It just does not make me comfortable.
Okay.
So in the past, I've always donated like things to the VFW and things like that.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? VFW.
Mhm.
So I've donated a lot through there, and they pick up, which I like.
Have you heard of ThreadUp?
Is that like what's that other one? There's another one that's an app like that. Yeah, it's kind of like Marketplace, but not.
Where they send you a bag.
Okay.
Like a pre-labeled bag, and you put your clothes in it, and then send it to them, and they put it on their website and sell it for you, and then like give you a percentage of it. I've never done it. I still have the bag sitting in my room. I've had it for like 2 weeks. I was like, shit, I have to do this. But I'm just, because I had a whole bunch of clothes, and I was like, I might as well try to make maybe some money. There's like brand new like Joe's jeans, which are like expensive. Yeah, but I'm like, and like brand new shit that I never wore before. So
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
But that is the one thing that's been really causing my eye to twitch. And also just the fact that we are 1 month away from school starting. And I'm like, yo, am I really going to go back to teaching?
I just picture you being like,
literally, no, it's just like, all I'm thinking is like, what's worse for me? Going back to school and teach another school year and like deal with, you know, parents and students, because that's the bulk of what my stress comes down to.
Yeah.
Or working at like, or having a career where I'm on year round with like 1 to 2 weeks off. Yeah, no, that one doesn't sound exciting for me. I can already feel my anxiety. But anyway, that's why my eyes twitching.
Well, is one of the other things that's stressing you out is money?
Yes.
Because that's my confession this week.
What's your confession?
My confession is
I actually wrote that down too.
I suck at budgeting.
Tell me more.
I do budget, but I'm not doing it well. So I started budgeting quite a few years ago, but I actually last year signed up for this like budgeting, I don't know, thing.
I remember like workshop, seminar.
Yeah. It's like $1 million. It's like for the whole year. So you got stuff the entire year. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend doing it. It's very expensive, and I definitely got some good things out of it, but I'm not sure that I would recommend it. But One of the greatest things it gave me was like an Excel budgeting tool. And it so every Sunday, which reminds me, I didn't do it today. But every Sunday I go through all of my transactions and you put down everything. Any money that goes in, any money that goes out, and you categorize each of the things so you know how much you're spending on wants and needs and debt payments, things like that. So that's great to see because then I'm like, oh my gosh, I just spent all this money on all these wants. And that's ridiculous. You need to knock it off. So I can keep myself in check. And it's gotten to the point where I have listed out all of the major things, right, that come out of each check and then how much I have left over. And I even created I have two checking accounts in the same bank so that the money that I'm supposed to have extra every month, I move into that other account and I only use that account to pay for stuff.
Smart.
It sounds so smart.
It's just hard.
It's really hard to do. I'm still not keeping within those things. And I'm just like, what the F? But it's also just kind of like how you said, you had this plan to do this and then something came up and messed up the whole plan and you couldn't do what you wanted to do. That's exactly what keeps happening to me with fucking kids. This is why it's frustrating. And I think, again, it's a little more difficult for me because I am a single mom. So it's when something happens, it's all on me. So it's Kai needed money for this. Cameron needed money for that. Now Kaylee's got this apartment. Guess what? She doesn't have enough money for a down payment. So after all these plans, she was going to make all this money this summer. So I'm just it's always something. I had to take Luca to the vet. Guess how much my last vet bill was? Vet bill. $700.
Oh, Jessica.
$700.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
What?
This is a completely different topic, but it kind of ties into it.
Okay. Shoot.
You just said something.
Uh-oh, what? She's got this. You have this look on your face.
Yo, because I'm gonna be.
She's about to slay me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that a-hole mom, but whatever. You just said I'm about to move Kaylee into this apartment, and guess what? She doesn't have money for a down payment, so that falls on me. The way that I grew up, it was, hey, you want to move out? I have no money for that. You need to figure it out.
But what would she do?
She's going to college and she was in a dorm. Yes? Why is she not dorming, which is way cheaper than your own place?
It's not, especially those dorms. They're very expensive and they force you to stay on campus until junior year. So she should have stayed this year, but she asked to be off campus, which lowered her yearly
loan or tuition. Or,
sorry,
I know my
kids
children
crying
are awake. They're singing, girl. Those kids are singing.
It sounded like a cry.
No, that's
anyways, lowers her tuition and everything. So now she doesn't have to take out any extra loans.
Okay.
Which is helping her in the long run. So I'm like, okay, fine.
But you're taking out an extra loan to pay for this, yes?
No, I'm not.
You're having to now budget for this.
Just for this, I told her, I said, Kaylee, you got to have money for your rent. But so the down payment's really, really small, the down payment plus the rent. So she doesn't have that full thing. So I am helping her a little bit at that point. And then she's already got, she does babysitting and stuff. So she's got 3 babysitting jobs in August that pays for the next month. Anyways, but I was like, okay, that's great then, but you need to have a job. So I was like, once we get there, you need to be applying, interviewing, all that. And she's like, I know. And I feel bad because again, she does struggle with, anxiety and stuff. And so it's stress. I stress her out even a little bit more, I think. But you're right. I do. I definitely enable my children, I think.
Kaylee, I love you. Please don't hate me. I just have to ask because I just think of my upbringing.
Yeah.
Peter and I talk about that a lot. There was nobody to go to, literally no one.
Right.
I went to my brothers, and even that was a stretch because they were just starting out their careers. but like we were taking care of our parents, which is very common in our culture. And
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong with that because they came from way less than even what they provided for us, you
Right.
know? So I don't know. It's just something like a question that I'm like,
And no, I get it because even me, like I told her, I said, Kaylee, when I was your age, first of all, when I was your age, I was pregnant with you, which is like
mhm.
scary to think about. I said, but I had 3 jobs and I was going to college and I was pregnant. I figured my shit out and I did what I had to do. I said, if you have to work at fucking 7-Eleven, then you need to get a job at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to do that.
Must be so nice to
Kids
be
these
kids
days.
to be kids these days.
God.
Oh my gosh.
And then now Kai has his car, and I'm just keep asking because his payment's due August 4th. And I was like, "You have your car payment, right? You have your car payment, right? Because I'm not paying for it.
yeah.
Because I've been stuck with Kaylee's car payment since she started college.
That was another thing that you said you weren't gonna pay for.
I know, but I just
You're just a loving mom.
yeah.
Is she a good mom?
Anyways, so anyways,
Anyway.
so that's definitely messing with my budgeting
Yeah,
for sure. And
I understand that.
now it is like Kaylee's car payment is in my actual monthly things that has to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I'm not adding any more. I'm not
Yeah.
adding any more to this.
Yeah. It makes it hard to pay down like loans and stuff or to
It
pay down
sure
debt.
does.
Um, I can definitely, what's the word I want to use? Relate
Mm-hmm.
to what you're saying. I have always struggled with budgeting. Oh my gosh. Don't give me $5. Y'all spend it on candy.
Which is so
so
funny
quick.
because I feel like you are cheap as
I'm
fuck.
super cheap. And it's funny because I'd rather be called cheap than frugal. I don't like a frugal. I don't deserve the word frugal, the label frugal. Somebody that's frugal is good with their money. I am cheap. Like I love buying cheap things and like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Cause I am an advertiser's like perfect guinea pig. Like get her with this.
Yeah.
Like when JC Penney, like decided to do away with all their sales and just give everyone like or like sell things that like super dirt cheap, like everything's on sale all the time and they lost money out of it. I was that person like, no, I want the coupons, like I want the bucks. Even though you're gonna sell it to me for that, I still want to know that I'm getting a sale by like
Mm.
telling me today only. Like recently I bought a pair of jeans Jessica told me about because I hate jeans and I asked her recommendation and they had a huge sale going on and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Then she told me how much she typically pays for jeans and I was like, "Heck no. I will pay an eighth of that."
Yeah.
And even their like cheap jeans were expensive for me. I'm talking about like
Yeah, they are expensive.
$29.99. That's like a regular price of jeans, but that's still so expensive for me.
I would say 50 is a regular price for jeans. Sale.
Because there's a
You
sale.
bought
I'm
them.
like, I bought them, but it wasn't. I mean, even now, I'm like, those were some expensive jeans. But yet, I will go throw down like a couple $100 on several things that cost like way less than those jeans, but just to be like, oh my god, I can't believe I snagged all of this for a couple $100, and it's
Yeah.
not always quality stuff. So, I am very cheap. I've always been. I'm pretty proud of it. It doesn't bother me. I have gotten better at stopping and asking myself, do I need this? What
Yep.
purpose is it going to serve? Is it going to serve a purpose in my home or serve me like in a positive way? So I used to love buying little decor and things for the house, and I'm like I'm I've definitely reached a point where I'm like, what is this little statue going to do? Like what
Yeah.
purpose is this going to serve? So I rather have bare walls and look like we are either moving in or about to move out than buy like some random piece of art or put up a picture frame just because like I need to have something on the wall or it was cute in the moment. So
I feel like I've gotten better. I feel like I'm pretty good at that because you even told me, you told me a
yes.
couple times, you're like, oh, these jeans are on sale. And I was like, shit. And I'm like, nope, I don't need them right now.
Yeah.
I could use them for sure. And then you told me about the leggings that we talked about. And I was like, oh, I can't. I already spent so
Yeah.
much money. So I'm getting better at that. So, but then there are some things that I don't do that with, which is a lot of makeup or like skincare stuff. Not really makeup, more so skincare. I'm just like, yeah, I need that. And then I'll just buy it. Or like I said before, concert tickets.
But I mean, it makes sense because skin is super important. Like I have a friend who I value her opinion when it comes to skincare products because she was a former makeup artist, and I actually have two friends that are former makeup artists, and they have the best skin.
Are these friends
ever.
I know?
You know one of them.
Okay.
And they are not, the same
Like,
skin
I
tone.
want skin tips.
Yo, I'll tell you, I'll put you on. One of them is white and one of them is black.
Mhm.
And I go to both of them for like skin needs because they have such, when you can look at someone and you can tell they're not wearing makeup, like you know they're not wearing makeup, but they have such flawless skin.
Yes.
So I've talked to both of them about it, and the products that they recommended are more on the expensive side,
Yes.
which is very hard for me. Like, I love me a good drugstore product, but I've taken their counsel and like, hey, you got to spend money if you really want to protect your skin, and not just put any random, $300 product on, but really look at what you're putting on your skin. So that's another thing that I've been trying to be more intentional about.
Who has really good, what I found is pretty good skincare, and it's pretty affordable. It's called the Inky List.
The what?
The Inky List. INKKEY.
No.
Inky.
I have to write it.
Yeah, I've been using.
Where's that from? Like, where do you get it?
Online.
Okay.
It's like I've been using their hyaluronic acid.
Hyaluronic acid.
Yeah. For the face, there's like another one. It's like a vitamin C one because I do have sun damage.
Okay.
So I've been using that. And they have, there's this other one I use. It's called Wow It. A lot of this shit I find on Instagram. I do get sucked into that stuff.
Wow.
But this one is for like bags, and it works really well.
Yeah. I need that.
It like works immediately. It's not like magic.
Yeah.
But it definitely helps.
You can.
I'm like,
okay. All right.
Yeah. But anyway.
So I wouldn't say that I'm as, I guess, intense as you.
Do you budget? Do you have like
so for a few years I had Excel spreadsheets, like Google Sheets, and I wrote everything down, every category, and that really did help. And then I stopped, and then like money was needed for certain things, and I went down a really bad rabbit hole.
It does get annoying.
So as of, I want to say like December of 2022 is when I was like, I need to be more intentional. And I started doing Dave Ramsey's like baby steps. Been working on like the snowball effect of paying down like your smallest loan first, and then using that money towards your next smallest loan and things like that.
What I learned from this thing too is you also have to factor in which of your loans or credit cards have the highest APR.
Well, that's the avalanche method. So you can do that way where you're paying that down first and then you work your way down. But doing the snowball effect is kind of like more of like an instant like instant, what is it called? Not gratification.
Yeah.
Like instant gratification. It's like, oh wow, I paid this one off.
I did it.
So that has always worked for me in the past, even before marriage, before kids. So I've been doing that, and I've been very intentional about not using credit cards. I haven't used a credit card since January, like at all. And
I have to use one for work, unfortunately. But
it's the budgeting. I think the actual like writing things down that makes it really hard, because even as a mom, like I want to like, I see things, I want to buy things for the girls, especially if they're so little. And like, this is the age where I can do all that stuff. But I'm like,
I can't wait till your kids get older and they start asking you for like really expensive shit.
Yo, go ask your dad, because he has all the lectures. Now, while I am cheap, Peter is frugal in a very good way.
Yeah.
Like, he's very good about it. I am not.
Does he get on you about like, what you spend?
Yeah. I have a reason for everything. So I've gotten better about like having a reason for the things.
Have you ever like shopped and then like hid the bags? Oh my God.
I've actually. Thank God he doesn't listen to these, but whatever. If somebody snitches get stitches. Just kidding.
Snitches get stitches.
I have left things in the trunk, or I have taken bags through the side of the house into the basement where he does not go in against. My basement is a hoarder's nest. And since he does not go down there, he doesn't know what is down there. Like to Peter, it's like this
It's
is all junk.
It's
It's
non-existent.
all junk. Everything blends in together. So when he needs it, like, where's something? I'll go get it. I'll go get it. You don't need to go down there. So yes, I have taken things and put them down in the basement, and he doesn't know. Like right now, there's a two-sided art desk down there in a box that was actually given to me, and it's been down there for close to a year.
Oh.
He doesn't know that that's down there. What else is down there? There's a lot of stuff down there that I'm like, bring it up slowly. He doesn't need to know.
Oh my gosh, I want to know like how prevalent this is.
Like how many women do this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. That should be our question.
Yeah.
The one thing I do want to say is that I almost wish we were like back in the good old days where we had a checkbook and you had to write things down, because there is just something magical about writing things down, right? Like it's like
So do it.
but I did. I still have like my no spend month calendars printed and in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
But I stopped writing stuff down just because it's just another one of those things that's like it's easier on an app, right?
See, I have it. So I have made myself do it every Sunday, and I have a calendar invite, and it reminds me, even though I didn't do it today. But now I've been reminded. I'm like, yep, I have to go
I
home
know,
and do
but
that
even
tonight.
that, Jessica, I
No?
have calendar invites on my phone set up for so much crap and
Oh, and you
alarms.
forget it.
No. I just don't do it. I'm like, I don't feel like doing that right
Oh
now.
yeah, no. Agree. I had the same thing.
I like tried apps. There's one app that's I think it's called like YB. I could be very wrong, but there's a budgeting app that a lot of people swear by. There's the Every Dollar app that I've tried using, which is the same idea of like writing things down, categorizing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'd rather pretend that like there's just money there to be spent and not know like and then reach zero and be like
financially smart.
Where did that go? Where did that money go? Well, wait till the next check.
I know.
So
living paycheck to paycheck is the worst.
It is. It's rough.
It really is.
And we weren't born into money.
I'm just waiting for that sugar daddy to help me get out. Stop doing that.
Sugar grandpa.
Just kidding.
I'm just waiting for a lottery ticket to just magically end up on my doorstep because I don't play the lottery.
Yo, there is a really big one right now.
I know it's like 1.3 billion.
Yeah.
I only know because I drove by and saw the sign. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I don't buy them either.
I'm like, God bless whoever wins that, and then bless me with some of it.
To me, I'm like, that's just excess. It's never gonna happen. So why buy it?
Right?
Yeah.
And then you find out that it happens to your neighbor.
That's crazy.
Murder that. Just kidding.
I don't
anyway
think that would do anything for you, but
let us know how you budget, what strategies have worked for you, what has not worked for you. But like for real,
killing your budget.
Yo, or what's killing your budget? Because
to us, well, for me, it's the kids.
Yo, for real.
Damn kids.
For me, it's definitely Amazon. I'm back on Amazon. I left for a while.
Oh.
It's got me. No, for real. I'm back on it.
You need an intervention?
Do I? I just bought the girls' princess dresses because they were so cheap.
I feel like you spend a lot of money on your kids.
I do. You know why? Oh, Peter says they're spoiled, and I get very upset. I get very defensive. I'm like, they're not spoiled. He's like, they get whatever they want, and they do. And it's definitely like a childhood thing because there was so much that I saw like my neighbors with that I didn't get.
Yeah.
That I like want them to have. But to a certain extent, like I will say, and I've said this before, when we go to like Target or something, I don't buy my kids anything. I do not buy them anything when we are out. I will surprise them with things from Amazon if I feel like, you know what, I want to get them that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not buy them jack crap when we
Jack
go out. Jack crap. I don't buy them anything when we go out. It is so important to me to not do that because I feel like that's going to open up a terrible can of worms. I've heard too many stories of the moms like I had to run out of that store because they started bawling, crying for X, Y, and Z. Like if I don't set that expectation for them, they will never expect it. So yeah, when they get older, like they're going to have more of a voice and like ask for things like, great. Oh, you're asking for this? When have I ever bought you things like at a store just because? Oh, you're gonna give me an attitude? Let's leave. We don't need to buy anything. That's it. We don't need the groceries. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, I left a full ass cart once.
Kelly did too. Kelly, I love you.
Pulled
She told
that
me.
little shit out of that store, and we sat in the car, and he cried for like, it was Kai. Cried, I don't know how long. I just sat there, and then finally he stopped, and I was like, "You good? You done?
Yo, you're scary.
You want to go back in or no?" Yeah. Okay. Not a sound from you as we go in there. Okay. I had to go get a whole new cart and start over again. But I was like, no way. This little fucker. He was laying on the ground, throwing himself. I was like,
You see, that's like my biggest fear to like ever deal with that.
I definitely spanked him in public too at that point.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe you can't do that now.
Anyway, these gentle parents. Anyway, side note. So yes, let us know.
Yeah.
What's killing your budget or what's working for you? And I just.
Or do you hide your purchases?
Do you hide them? And I love you.